What's up guys, it's Cody from Infinite Soaring is Boring, and today I'm going to be giving you some useful tips to help improve your study habits so that you can pass your written exam. Now I'm not going to lie to you, this ain't just some random test you can walk in off the street and expect to pass with 100 without any type of studying. And I'd really recommend setting up a consistent study schedule, that way everything can stay fresh in your mind, because there is a lot of confusing stuff to break down and learn, especially when it gets to airspace and stuff like weather. Now, the most important thing, in my opinion, is you need to find the right study material that works best for you and something that's easy to read. Because I'm not saying this is a bad book, but this Glider Flying Handbook written by the FAA is very bland. It goes in one ear and right out the other. So you need to find something that's easy to comprehend and very easy to read. Now, these two books right here have everything you need to become a glider pilot and to pass the test. They're written by Russell Holtz. I think they're a great series of books. They're very easy to comprehend, very easy to read. The Aeronautical Knowledge book has everything in it to pass the written exam. It's got test questions in the back, so if you read one chapter, go back, quiz yourself, see what you can and can't get right, and what you do get wrong, of course study a little bit harder. Your flight training manual, this book right here covers everything you need to know about the glider itself and how to perform maneuvers and what the theory is behind it and how it actually works. Now, the thing that actually helped me out the most was I downloaded this app. It's called the Private Pilot Knowledge Test Prep Glider app. I'll leave a link in the description below for it, but it helped me out tremendously. And actually, my instructors at our club get in touch with me every once in a while because they get new students in and they want me to send them this app because out of the club, 3 members that I was testing with, we all use this app and we all made 98s. But for me, using this app was a big help because it's kind of in the sense of using flashcards, and I'm a big fan of using flashcards, but I hate having to physically carry around flashcards. It's very inconvenient, especially when you're at work. So it's very convenient when I have this app. I could just have a little downtime. I can get on the app, quiz myself, go back to work, or if I'm at the house and have some downtime, get on the app, quiz myself. And you start noticing the more you do it, the more your brain's able to comprehend and actually understand these questions. Now, I'm not telling you to memorize all the questions and answers and go in there and take the test, because there's still stuff on the test that you can't just learn by memorizing answers. Especially when it comes to stuff like airspace. Which brings me to my next topic. You need to right now order you a sectional chart. It looks like this right here. You need to make sure it's in date, and you can get them for any area of the United States, so get one where you're at so you're familiar with the layout of the ground so you can actually learn the different types of airspace a lot easier. But I cannot stress this enough that it's very important, not just to pass the test, but just flying in general. You need to know what type of airspace you're in and where you're at, because the last thing you want is to be flying your glider and to be intercepted by F-16s because you're not supposed to be there. Now, I'll work on making a whole separate video just to reading these maps because they are very overwhelming the first time you ever open one up, and there's a lot to them. And for a beginner, it's easy to get very just stressed out trying to learn this because there's a lot of information on these maps. Now, when you go to take the actual exam, you have to schedule it through a company called PSI. It costs $150. You can choose what location is nearest you. You can choose what dates works best for you. And I really suggest getting a good night's sleep the day before, drinking a lot of water, stay hydrated, and really just try to stay calm and relaxed. There's no reason to feel overwhelmed or rushed. You're gonna have 2.5 hours to take the test. You have to make a minimum of 70. And I really suggest when you're taking the test, it gives you the option to skip the ones that you're having trouble with. So what I did is I went through, answered all the ones that I knew were 100% correct. I bookmarked all the ones I was having trouble with. That way you're not wasting valuable time on just one question. It's a multiple choice test. You're given 3 answers. One of them is always kind of out there, so you can eliminate that one. That gives you 2 answers that you have to choose between. Now, once you complete the test, the proctor will give you the printout of what grade you made, and it will also include on that piece of paper what questions you missed, so you can go back online and put in the code and find out what areas you need to work on. Now, to kind of just reiterate everything, remember you need to find the right study material that's good for you. It's got to be easy to read, easy to comprehend, and fun to learn. You need to download this glider app. Remember, it's called the Private Pilot Knowledge Test Prep Glider. It helped me out tremendously. I'm sure it'll help you out a lot. You need to get you a sectional chart. You need to start going over airspace. I'll make future videos in that and covering that and kind of just break it down for the entry-level pilot. And over that, you just need to stay calm, go on there and take your test and pass that thing.